impossible to talk about controversial American politicians without mentioning John Kerry.
John Kerry family corruption. First it was...
Kerry's a member of the Forbes family. He was born as an elite and has had the world handed to him on a silver platter.
First it was the Pelosi mess. Hopefully Fox News will play it again.
Kerry married
Thanks to Jesse Waters and Fox News for this.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. Fast forward a few decades and here's where
before I forget, thank you for watching the other videos. Please subscribe. Love you guys. Thank you for helping me build a channel. All us patriots. Please like and share. Tell their patriots. Can't comment. YouTube, turn it off. I wonder why. They're from Silicon Valley too. If you watched the one before, you know that.
The fund was formed by a merger involving Rosemont Seneca Partners, a company founded by Hunter Biden and none other than John Kerry.
There's that Biden again.
So the children of two of the most prominent Democrats were business partners in a shady Chinese private equity firm.
Imagine that.
No surprises there. And this all went down in 2014 as their dads were serving as vice president and as secretary of state.
When they schemed the Russian collusion with Hillary.
The fund enjoyed an unusual and special status in China. BHR touted its unique Sino-U.S. shareholding structure and the global resources and network that allowed it to secure investment opportunities. Funds were backed by the Chinese government. So while Biden and Kerry were supposed to be protecting America's interests abroad, their kids were making bank with our biggest enemy. So it's no surprise that when Kerry got his new role as climate envoy in 2021, he had no idea how to actually handle things in China.
He still doesn't know how to handle it.
Said, the climate issue is a freestanding issue. It's not portrayed against the other critical differences that we have with China right now.
How do you separate those things? Because our reporting suggests that the Chinese will not separate them.
Well, remains to be seen.
My battery's starting to die.
Figure it out. You can't figure anything out, Kerry. Maybe you're purposely slow-walking dealing with China on climate and trade because you know it's going to hurt your son's bank account. How can we trust Kerry to do anything with China when the country's enriching his family? Joining me
You
now
can't
is
trust none of the Democrats.
Washington Free Beacon.
I'm going to cut this one short
Filthy rich, and now he's in charge of climate.
when my battery dies.
That tells me something sketchy going on. What say you, Elaine?
Jesse, Kerry got his money the old-fashioned way, the best way. He married it. But let's look at the timeline here. Joe Biden is sworn in as vice president in 2009. In that year, John Kerry becomes chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Wouldn't you know it, the same year, 2009, John Kerry's stepson, Christopher Hines, and Joe Biden's son, Hunter, found their investment firm, Rosemont Seneca Partners, named after the Hines family's farm outside of Pittsburgh, Rosemont Farm.
I mean, if you're a Chinese investor, are you going to invest with Joe Schmo from Wichita, Kansas? Or are you going to invest with the son and the stepson of two of the most powerful people in Washington? The chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, U.S. Senator John Kerry, and the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
And Kerry, by the way, becomes Secretary of State in 2013. And, of course, in China...
The Kerry family corruption.
The way they are in the U.S., the government...
All the Democrats being exposed by Jesse Waters.
You mentioned Kerry becoming climate envoy in the
Thank you,
Biden
Fox.
administration. It is not crazy to think that when Kerry, as Secretary of State or as climate envoy, is negotiating with the Chinese in turn can say, you wouldn't want your business to get hurt, or they can incentivize them and say, we could offer to help your business if you do or don't agree to our demands in these negotiations.
That's a great point, Eliana. Thank you so much for your great reporting. We really appreciate you joining us on Prime Time.
Thank you.
Sorry I missed.
And always remember.
Bye now.